Hi guys, today it feels like a dream. We're in Balocco and we get to drive today the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. We are on one of the few lucky guys in the world that get to drive it, and not only that we get to drive it, but we have with us today the Chief Vehicle Engineer from Stellantis Motorsport, Jean-Philippe Delaire, who's going to explain to us the car, how it was actually brought from a dream into a real-life work of art, into an automotive masterpiece. It's incredible how you managed to transform the classical 33 Stradale into a modern piece of art, and it doesn't look like the same, but it was a very good remake, let's put it that way. It was very well transformed into this more modern automotive piece of art. The general shape looks the same, the general lines look quite similar. How hard was it to transform a 50 years old car into this?
We received from Style, I would say, a dream first. We let the first part of the project was Style alone, designing a car inspired by the original 33. The target was not to copy the historical one, was to be inspired by the historical one, doing a modern car. So from the beginning it was quite clear that it was not a renew, but it was a modern car inspired by the past. And it was the first target, so some very critical line, the headlamps, the opening on the front, the global shape of the car, the door opening are for sure linked with the original one. But the car is a modern one, and the target was to link this path with the modernity. And this is what we succeed to do with Style team, working all together between technique and style to achieve a very beautiful car, reminding the old one, but not a copy of the old one. So being a modern car with a very special Alfa Romeo look.
The inspiration is obvious, but what came out of it, it could be a totally new car, a totally new project, and if you wouldn't know that there was a classical 33 Stradale, you'd still look at it and say, what a beautiful car, without necessarily paying homage to the 33 Stradale.
There was some key point from the beginning. In Italian they say bellezza necessaria. It means the necessary beauty. So the first target of the car was to be beautiful, and I think it is.
It's gorgeous, if I may say that.
But without a lot of heavy lines, details, wings, everything. So
no heavy appendices, no extra lines, no unnecessary spoilers.
Simple car. The car that looks very simple, but in fact there are a lot of details, and I will detail you some details that make the technique working well, even if we do not have any appendix, anything, I would say, increasing the heavy appearance of the car.
So within these simple lines there are some tricks, there are some secrets, there are some technical specialties that we need to discover. Please, I'm eager to get to know them. From the side view, looking at the general lines, the first thing that one can notice is this big air intake feeding the engine.
The engine is on the back of the car, so you have to cool down. It's a turbocharged engine, so there are some intercoolers that are here inside the car, and the target was catching the air on the side of the car to make some air entering inside without breaking the style, because from the beginning the designer imagined this type of entering. So this C, that is a characteristic line of the car on the side, and we work together to adapt their dream in something that is beautiful.
Exactly, it's very well integrated.
But also help the air entering inside to go inside the radiator. So we did a lot of loops together. We adapt, for example, this line that has moved a little bit, all this design that is very specific, the shape we have there, this blade that has been added by technique.
Catches more air, brings in more air.
And thanks to all these small adaptations that respect the style we had from the beginning, we make something that is beautiful but also very efficient.
Is this the only aerodynamic trick?
It's one of them. There are some others on the front and on the rear. I will show you.
Okay, let's check them out. Moving to the front of the car, we have the eyes of the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, and they look great. They are beautiful. They are like a work of art within the car itself. They're like bijou headlights, but they're not only good looking, there is some technical stuff about them.
Yes, there are a lot of technical stuff, you're right. They are beautiful, I love them. They're very detailed. They give you the impression that all the two modules are flying inside the headlamp.
They look suspended somehow.
Yes, it was a target, and in certain point they are flying because they are fixed only on top and on the back, but you do not see any fixation around. And the lines are very precise also. But if you look around the headlamp, they are beautiful, but they are also, technically speaking, very important, because if you look at the headlamp, there is the headlamp there with the DRL. There is this DRL that is a beautiful one, but in between, you can see my hand is able to go inside. And this outlet is connected on the wheel, and there is an airflow inside. And this is part of the aerodynamic of the car.
So it's actually another hidden air intake within the headlight.
It's a way to reduce what we call the drag coefficient, that is the resistance of the car when you go fast. The air is braking you, so this type of appendix is helping you to go faster with less resistance.
Wind is a barrier and needs to be taken down.
And in addition, there is also another area, this one, that goes inside your radiator to cool down the water of the engine. All the radiator of the engine are on the front, so we use the headlamp not only to be beautiful, but also to include around all the technique we need without, I would say, damaging the style of the original one.
I just wanted to share with you a quick little bit of trivia about the gorgeous headlights of the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. Each of the blades making up the DRL lights represents one of the 33 owners that have bought the car. So each of them is actually symbolically represented in the car. Moving to the back of the car, just following the voluptuous lines of the 33 Stradale, we don't see any big spoiler, we don't see any aerodynamic appendix, just carbon and the same beautiful lines. But within those beautiful lines, there is still some aerodynamic stuff hidden.
There are a lot of aerodynamic stuff hidden. The first one is, you can see it was a request from Style. The glass is floating, not totally closed. It's very beautiful, but on top of being beautiful, it allows us to have the cooling of the engine compartment. So this area helps the air to go out.
It's like a small scalino, a reverse scalino.
Exactly. And also this opening on the middle are connected to the engine cover and help the hot air going out. If you put oil, you will feel the hot air.
Yes, exactly.
On top.
The outtake.
And in this line also there is no wing, as you say, because we spoke about bellezza necessaria. That was the main target of the car. And to do it, our target was to not put any spoiler on the back. So we use the line of the car, and this line is going up by some millimeters. It's going up in this way. So the air is not going down, creating some turbulence on the back, but going up and help a lot in also what we call the drag coefficient, also like on the front, to make the car going through the air without any resistance. Another detail, this one, these two small flaps are here also to have the air. So the one on top goes up, this one goes down. So we enlarge the way where there is no turbulence on the back, and these both small details make the air functioning, the rear of the car functioning really good, very efficient.
Actually, the rear of the car looks very technical, looks like almost like a professional race car.
The aim of the Style from the beginning was the front very beautiful, very simple, the rear very muscular. And I don't know what is your feeling, but it is muscular.
It is, yes. Looking up close at the wheels, it's the same mix of gorgeous design and technical capabilities. Could you tell us a few things maybe about the wheels? The same thing, how you transplanted a gorgeous design. It's easy to make a nice design, but you have to make it practical as well.
From the beginning, this design was the one that Style dreamed, and our target was to make it exactly as they designed it. So to do it, we use a special technology that we call forged machine aluminum rims. It means we start from a base forged piece that we machine to do exactly all this line, all this design, and to have a strong aluminum resistance. So it makes us in one piece, respecting the design, respecting also all the technical constraints we want to have in this car. Not to be only beautiful, but also to be efficient on the track.
A sculpture from a block of aluminum.
Yeah. And on the back of this very beautiful Style, we have some very technical things that are the carbon ceramic brakes. For sure, they are modern and using the last technology we can have on the car. They are balancing the efficiency in case of cold brakes. Yes. So you can brake even if you are driving the car in a normal road. If you go on track, they are efficient and they are resistant. So we are managing both with the quality of the pedals that will stay always the same. Okay, very important for us.
Throughout the project, you have to keep in mind that owners will probably use the car on track, but will probably use it, or hopefully will use it as a day-to-day car, or drive in the cities, or take weekend rides and whatever. So the car has to be used in all sorts of conditions.
Yeah, the car must be able to go to Villa d'Este or to come there in the Alfa track, the cycle one.
That's not a bad plan. Weekend at Villa d'Este and then start your week with a track day. Okay, talking about that, what do you say about taking a quick tour, a quick spin around Balocco?
Sure.
Okay.
I like to drive this car.
Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you. Before taking the car around the track, I just wanted to show you how beautiful it is to just open the door. It's just a spectacle, a show in itself. Look at it, how gorgeous it looks, ready for taking off. We have not the switch,
the rotary.
The rotary. Wow.
And
Musica per favore.
musica viene, sì.
And we're ready to take off.
Yes.
Ooh, excuse me if I'm a bit emotional. It's just like I told you in the beginning, it's a dream. It's a dream for me too, and it's incredible. Let's take off slowly, engaging the gearbox.
And you can now enjoy this beautiful tool. Because it's not only a beautiful tool.
I'm getting the goosebumps, Al. It's incredible.
So you will enjoy the fact that it's not only a beautiful car, but it is a car that we designed to be driven. The target was not to make an object for collection, it was to make a beautiful tool to play.
The first impression that you get in is that it's very comfortable. The seats are embracing you, like in all other Alfas. Those are sport seats. You're sitting very low. Within the cockpit, you're like embraced in this car.
What we did below this design was to build a car that you can enjoy. If you hear the music every time you throttle, I love it.
It's very responsive. You can barely touch the accelerator and boom, it erupts.
It's ready to fight,
Yes,
ready to
yes.
go. But it's a car that you feel easy to drive. It is our target to not have an extreme car that is very dangerous, quite surprising you. No, it's a car that you can enjoy easily. You can drive in all conditions on the street, but also on the track, and every time having confidence. So it's very important for us.
It's a carbon monocoque, and the carbon monocoque, where you're hearing all the environment, you're hearing small stones that are hitting the under tray. And with the upper glass house, it's not a spider experience, but still, even if you're in a closed car, you know where you are. It's an interesting feeling that you're always aware of your surroundings.
The connection with the ground, with the tarmac is very important. So you're right, this is a monocoque, carbon monocoque. We use also the roof structure to reinforce the rigidity of the chassis. So it's a very precise car. Every time you put a small angle on the steering wheel, the car reacts immediately. A very precise car to be driven easily, but also to be very precise if you go faster.
Excuse me if I'm not talking too much. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm feeling it through my pores. It's such a beautiful experience, overwhelming experience.
I did most of the mileage of this car because this car we are driving today is the development car we use to validate everything on the car, and I'm a lucky guy who did most of the mileage of this car. And still now, when I put throttle, I still have a smile when I hear the engine.
It's an emotion. It's a continuous emotion. That's interesting about this car, because all the 33 examples that are going to be built, as we know, they are sold out. The lucky customers, the lucky owners, the lucky Alfisti got to buy them even before starting production. And what we're driving today is the development car.
Yes.
That's going to be one day left in the Museo Storico for all the Alfisti to admire.
I hope the latest as possible, in order I can drive it more and more.
Of course, and within Museo Storico, it doesn't mean that it will have to be sit there, but to be involved in the events and to be driven.
But you're right, this is the first car we built. So what you are driving today and the level of finishing you see today is the first one. So we learn everything doing this car. As you can imagine, all the customer car will use all the experience we want doing this car to be much better.
Yes, because the car has already some couple of miles registered and being used during this media drive event, and everybody is pushing it, and it gives you that feeling of safety, of comfort, and it just invites you to play with it.
Yeah, but you.
Wow, that was like barely touching the accelerator.
You wake up the orchestra.
Yes. Wow. What a dream.
So,
thank you,
how do you
Jean-Philippe.
feel?
I'm lost for words. I'm speechless. Like really, it's such an extreme emotion. It's such an extreme joy to, Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm pleased you enjoy it.
Oh, that's going to be a day to remember, probably for the rest of my life.
Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes. Incredible.